All right, guys, lesson 51. Happy Tuesday. Power Up is finished on the front, side, middle, bottom. Shazam, I'm going for an A+. I'm going to show all my work on the back. Today, we're going to multiply by two-digit numbers. I always say the jingle with me. When you multiply by two numbers, you're going to have two answers, then you have to add them. What in the world is he talking about? Well, let's take a look at our new concept today. We're going to take 43 times 12. So let's write it up here, 43 times 12. Another way you could think about this is it's really like 43 times 2 plus 43 times 10. Now if we're going to take 43 times 2, it's 2 times 3 is 6, and 2 times 4 is 8. We've done that a million times. It's really super easy. We've also done this problem. We've done it like this. Hang that 0 out, bring that 0 down. 1 times 3, notice you have to go back here. 1 times 3 is 3, and 1 times 4 is 4. And then we're going to add those up. 430 plus 86. 0 plus 6 is 6. 3 plus 8 is 11. 1 down, 1 up, and 1 plus 4 is 5. 516. Now, that's a two-step and then add problem. That's a lot of work. Let's just go ahead and do it today. First of all, I like the cover-up method. Wow, 43 times 2. It looks like we just did that, right? 43 times 2, we just did that. So let's do it. First we're going to multiply up and then over. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 4 is 8. Now let's uncover the 1 and let's cover up the 2. Now that's not a 1. That 1 is in the tens place. It's actually like saying 10. It's actually like saying 10. And if we had this 10 here, which we really do here, it's a 1 in the tens place, we'd say bring that 0 down. So before you multiply the tens, you got to bring that 0 down. Now we're going to multiply. We got to multiply it by both numbers. So go back to the 3. 1 times 3 is 3, and 1 times 4 is 4. Oh my goodness, exactly what we did over here. Okay? Just in one step. Now we add. Two answers, add them up. 6, 11, 5. 516. Now, here's a common mistake that some kids make. And this is a big no-no. Don't do this. 43 times 12, and the kid will take 2 times 3 and say 6, and 1 times 4 and say 4. They'll just multiply this straight up and this straight up. That's not how it works. You got to take the 2 times both numbers, and then the 1 times both numbers. So don't multiply straight up. Let's take a look at our first example. Sorry, the first example was the same exact thing as the example over here. Let's look at example number 2. A restaurant chain purchased 95 pounds of potatoes for each of its 26 locations. About how many potatoes did they purchase altogether? 95 times 26. Go ahead and cover up the 2. And let's take 6 times 5 and then 6 times 9, just like we would if there was no 2 there. 6 times 5 is 30. 0 down, carry the 3. 6 times 9 is 54, 55, 56, 57, 570. Our first one is done. The 6 is done. Now some kids like to cross that out. When they cross it out, they bring down their 0. Some people like to cover it up and say, I'm going to multiply by 2 now, but that's not really 2. It's 2 in the tens place, so it's really 20. So 20. Hang that 0 out, bring that 0 down. Whenever you multiply by a second number, you got to bring a 0 down. Now multiply. 2 times 5. Remember, not straight up. You got to multiply it by all the numbers. 2 times 5 is 10. 0 down, 1 up. Now don't get confused by the 3. 2 times 9 is 18, plus 1 more is 19. And now we're going to add. 0 plus 0 is 0. 7 plus 0 is 7. 5 plus 9 is 14. Carry the 1. And 1 plus 1 is 2. 2,470 what? Pounds. Example number 3. It says at 35 cents each, what is the cost of 2 dozen pencils? 1 dozen is 12. 2 dozen is 24. So we got $0.35 times 24. Now for now, we're just going to ignore the dollar sign and the decimal point, and later on we'll stomp it out. 1, 2, decimal point. Let's multiply first. Pretend it's just a 4. I love this cover-up method. It makes it look so easy. 4 times 5 is 20. 0 down, 2 up. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 2 is 14. 14. 4 is done. When I cross it out, I bring a 0 down. I'm multiplying by 2. Not really. It's 20. Bring that 0 down. All right, now we multiply all the numbers by 2. 2 times 5 is 10. Bring down the 0, carry the 1. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 more is 7. And now I'm going to add. 0 plus 0 is 0. 4 plus 0 is 4. And 7 plus 1 is 8. Now, instead of bringing the decimal down when you multiply, I want you to get in the habit of stomping it out. How many decimal places up here? 1, 2. How many down here in money? 1, 2 decimal points. Say it with me. I like to stomp it out. 1, 2 decimal point. 1, 2 decimal point. And then my dollar sign. $8.40 would be the total cost of those pencils. All right. Example number 4, they're going to start talking about this distributive property. And the distributive property is really what we did up here. We distributed 43 out. Take it times 10 and take it times 2. That's what they're talking about here. It says Benito wants to multiply 35 by 20 plus 4. Using the distributive property, show his two choices. So first of all, he could do it 35 times 20 plus 35 times 4. That's what this is here. Or he could do the selfish parentheses first and take 35 times 24. Now we're going to do it both ways. How many of you guys think it's going to come up to be the same answer? Yeah, me too. Let's go. 4 times 5 is 20. 0 down, 2 up. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 2 is 14, 140. Hang that 0 out, bring that 0 down. 2 times 5 is 10. 0 down, 1 up. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 more is 7. 700 plus 140 excuse me, equals 840. Let's go over here. 4 times 5 is 20. 0 down, 2 up. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 2 more is 14. Now I'm multiplying by the 2, but it's really a 20, so bring my 0 down. Don't forget that 0 is really important. 2 times 5 is 10. 0 down, 1 up. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 more is 7. Add them up, and lo and behold, you get 840. Two different ways to do it. Now here they said 35 times 24 because they did the selfish parentheses first. Otherwise, they just said 35 times the first number and then 35 times the second number. See how I distributed them in there. That's why they call it the distributive property. The 35 has to go by times both of those numbers. Let's pick one from the lesson practice. Let's do a money one. How about B? 0.62 times 23. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 6 is 18 plus 1. 3 times 0 is 0 plus 1 is 1 down here. Now I'm going to take it times 2. It's not really a 2. It's really a 20. Bring that 0 down. 2 times 2 is 4. And 2 times 6 is 12. Last step, add. 6 plus 0 is 6. 8 plus 4 is 12. Carry the 1. 2 plus 1 is 4. And 1. Stomp it out with me. Decimal point. Say it with me. 1, 2, decimal point. $14.26. For your A plus on your power up, boom, you need all of this. All right, stay tuned for my second video. I'll give you a little help.